Welcome back to the channel. You join me today having lost in the Europa League quarter-final against Liverpool last time out. Today we focus primarily on the Premier League with two massive games if we are going to even still stand a chance after today's episode of securing that Premier League title. Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Irons in the Fire as we try and make West Ham good and great again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games for you against Brentford in the Premier League matchday 35, and then top of the table Manchester City in what is a 6-pointer in matchday 36. And that is pretty much, if we lose that game, that's our season done and dusted. All that we can do then is finish, just aim to finish second. So it's going to be a toughie. A full game of Premier League games on the go today as well. We'll have a look at those in just a moment. But just to recap, last time out, losing 2-0 in the Europa League quarter-final, second leg, having won the first leg 2-1, losing it 3-2 on aggregate. How annoying was that? And then, of course, we managed to get through to an FA Cup semi-final against Manchester United by beating Aston Villa 2-0. De Thomas and Gerard Bowen in that one. If you've not seen it, go back and watch the last episode, and I'm sure you can catch up that way. Right, before we do anything else, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me with that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me some comments. Let me know how you think this series is going and what you'd like to see me to do on FM24 in the future. Right, I did say that we would have a look at the Premier League, recap on where we are, and then we'll look at the games that are being played today. Manchester City top on 78. We're 4 points adrift of them on 74. That gap can't get any bigger, and it will do if we lose to them today. Manchester United are in third on 71, just 3 points behind us, have an inferior goal difference, thankfully, but we cannot slip up. If we slip up, they could catch us. Tottenham are there in fourth on 62, Arsenal fifth on 61, and then Liverpool are sixth on 60. And then just outside the European places at the moment, Newcastle on 59, and then a drop to Everton, who are in 8th on 53. 12 points available to everybody apart from Aston Villa, who have only played 33 games. Somebody else must have only played 33 games. Yeah, Tottenham have only played 33 games. So they have 15 points available to them. So the most that Tottenham can get is 77 points. So 3 more points will assure us that we can't get any lower than third as it currently stands. And it's all to play for Sheffield United, Fulham and Luton Town in the drop zone. Sheffield United 7 points adrift of Nottingham Forest. The other two teams, basically, if they drop any more points, they are relegated. It is that simple when it comes to calculation of what's what. Here is the round of games today then, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but the key ones for us is Manchester City are playing Newcastle, Manchester United are playing Aston Villa. We are away to Brentford. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Brentford. And here is the team that will face Brentford in this matchday 35 in the Premier League. A must win, really. Any slippage of points now is just basically throwing it away to Manchester City. Areola is in goal, then Emerson, Friedel, Zuma and Kufal make up our defensive line. Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez are our midfield. Kudus is sat behind Bowen and De Thomas. We'll set him as a shadow striker. He's not been playing massively well of late, I have to say. Frabinski, Mavropanos, Paqueta, Ings, Johnson, Kamada, Benarama, Creswell and Kahera are all on the bench. And here we are, Brentford, who we managed last in FM 23. They're playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. And we are playing our usual formation. Just realised pictures have gone missing. Brentford in 10th on 52 points, second on 74. Alvarez comes forward. Alvarez crosses it into the box, but Pinnock is there. Out to Wesser. And Wesser gets round his man. I'm not sure how he did that, but he's got round his man. He's come all the way forward, and they are pushing us back. Jeanalt. And Jeanalt puts it in the back of the net via Areola, who couldn't stop that going in. And with just 3 minutes on the clock, we're a goal behind again. Manchester United gone one up against Aston Villa as well. It's all looking bad. Throw in on that far side from Roslev. Jensen into the area. Mbuemo. Jeanalt. He's having a second go. Areola seeing it over the top this time. Free kick. Ivan Toney with the free kick. It's all... Oh, good save by Areola. It's gone out. Kufal with a throw in now. Throws it into De Thomas, but De Thomas is beaten. And that's not good. Zuma. Zuma back to Areola. Areola will distribute this ball out to Friedel. Friedel comes forward. And he's got Souček in front of him, but Souček's pass was poor, and they've got away again. And Visa is running towards it. He's had a shot, but thankfully, I think Zuma, who's running back in, put him off. And no more highlights. Half time comes. We're a goal behind. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.51. Only 42% of the possession. And I noticed that last few games, our possession is dropping off. They've had 5 shots, 1 on target, of which it was a goal, 0.43. 58% of the possession. We need to pick this up in the second half. And with 60 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes, Raul de Thomas, he's not performing well. And I've just realised that we did say we'd bring Jared Bowen in. Seems to be better as an impact substitute. Again, he's misperforming today. Played a great game against Aston Villa when he came on, but he's not doing it again. He's going to need dropping again, I think. The only trouble is we've got Manchester City coming up, and we play like this against Manchester City, we're going to get hiding. Kudos has moved up alongside Bowen, and Kamada has come on in place of Raul de Thomas. We've also taken off once again. He seems to be on a bit of a downward spiral at the moment. Souček has come off. He's tired again, and we've taken him off and brought on Theo Carrera. Norgard gets that ball out, but Zuma's there to tidy up. Zuma has Kufal outside him. Kufal comes forward. Kufal into the area. Cross it in. Oh, and Bowen straight into the arms of Strakosha. And that's the sort of form he's on at the moment. He's when he's good, but he takes these chances, doesn't put them away. And it costs us dearly. Emerson heading that down to Carrera. Carrera back to Friedel. Ward-Prowse in the centre of midfield. Zuma. Kudos to Alvarez. Alvarez has Kufal outside him. Kufal can't get through that way. Zuma. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse to Carrera. Kamada puts his second goal of the season away. And we are level on 68 minutes. It's taken a long time coming. But we have got there. And Kamada, he playing in that attacking playmaker role, attacking the middle of the park there. And there he is. Kamada just steadies himself. Nice put away. That's what Bowen should have done just now. Damsgaard out on that far side, but Kufal thwarts him. Ward-Prowse to Kufal. Kufal, that's a short one, and it's been given away. And Brentford are in. we've got to be careful here. It's cross deep and into the area. And Matthias Janssen puts them 2-1 in the lead after 75. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's a bottle job. Don't seem to want to win it. Emerson just not going to his man. And Janssen puts it in. Areola making a mistake. We need a decent backup goalkeeper as well. And at the same time, Manchester City making a statement, 5-1. And as it stands, we are basically giving up the title today. Kamada, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez through to Bowen. Bowen, at last. He's offside. VAR is going to check it. Oh, it's not. It's been given. Thank goodness for that. All too often, he hung back, and he's just onside, but he's put it away. It's 2-2 on 79. Questionable. And with 83 minutes on the clock, I was completely thingy trying to get back into this game and completely lost track of where we were. Alvarez, who's had a good game but now tired, he's come off. Lucas Paqueta on for him. We've also taken off Kudus and brought on Danny Ings. And final change is Kufal has come off and been replaced by Ben Johnson. And no more highlights. It's a 2-2 draw against Brentford. And in doing so, that is pretty much, barring a miracle, is the end of our title race for this season. Janelt after 3, Kamada after 68, Janssen after 74, Jarrod Bowen after 79, but we just weren't good enough, and I'm worried now that we might get a thumping against Manchester City. Let's hope not. 12 shots, 5 on target, 1.59, only 44% of the possession. Brentford had 13 shots, 8 on target, 56% of the possession. I mean, realistically, they were the better side. Well, with everybody played now, this is how the table is looking. I'll just say that obviously the Tottenham-Aston Villa game in hand is still there. So 9 points available to all teams. And this is how it's looking. Manchester City are top on 81. They are 6 points clear of us now. So it's really down to whether we can beat them or not. And on recent form, I don't think that's going to happen. But we do need to beat them if we are really going to stand a chance of closing that gap. That's the only way we can do it now. 6 points is beat them, 3 point gap, and hopefully they slip up if we win our final games. We've got to play Liverpool as well, which is not going to be easy. Manchester United 1 point behind us. We slip up again, which we're likely to today. Manchester United could well overtake us into second place, drop us down a third. There's a bit of a gap. We're 11 points clear of Arsenal in fourth, so they're not going to catch us. With 9 points available, that's not going to happen. So we can't drop any lower than third as it currently stands. So it's really all about this top three at the moment. Manchester City, literally 9 points. Manchester United can get 83. So Manchester City win one more game. They have cut them out of the equation. If they beat us today, they pretty much cut us out of the equation with only 6 points available. That's the end of it, isn't it? Because 6 points and they'll be 9 points ahead of us. So it will be done and dusted. So it is a championship winning game for them today if they can win. They've beaten Newcastle 5-2. That machine Haaland doing the damage again, along with Grealish, and Manchester United beating Aston Villa 4-0. Liverpool beating Burnley 3-1. It looks awfully like it with 9 points left on the board. The most Fulham can get is a 32. They are gone. Luton Town, the most they can get is 29. They are gone. And Sheffield United are all but a miracle. They've got a vastly inferior goal difference as well. So it's highly unlikely. I think it's Sheffield United, Fulham and Luton going down out of the Premier League. Right, without any more to do, let's go through and have a look at the team that will face Manchester City in this pretty much a do or die game for the season. And here we are looking at this game, and the early games have been played. Manchester United have beaten Bournemouth by 1-0, which means that this pretty much could be, well, I did say do and die, but this is pretty much the end of our season if we blow this one. It's going to be a tough match. Not only do we give up the Premier League title, but we will also potentially leave ourselves in third place because we're 2 points behind Manchester United now in third. And if we lose this one, they only need to go and win one more game and we're pretty much done for. Yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult and not helped by the fact that we've got a few players out on injury as well. We are missing at the moment Luis Paqueta, who's he's got a stomach bug. Ollie Watkins is just coming back from injury. Benrahma is out with injury, and we've obviously got a number of players that are also suffering from a little bit of fitness problems as well. Areola is in goal. Creswell, Friedel, Zuma and Kufal make up our defence. Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez our midfield. Kamada makes a start behind De Thomas and Ings. We've relegated Bowen to the bench, basically because he didn't play well in the last match, and he seems to be, as I said, comes on as an impact sub, which seems to do quite well. Frabinski, Mavropanos, Carrera, Bowen, Johnson, Fennells, Kudus, Emerson and Scarles all make up the bench. So here we are back at the London Stadium in poor form, really. And we've lost all the pictures now. See if we can rectify that before the next episode. Manchester City playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder, which seems to have thwarted us quite a lot of late. They are top on 81. We are third on 75. A 6-pointer today. Kufal throws into Alvarez. Alvarez trying to find a way through. Zuma has Ward-Prowse there. Ward-Prowse to Souček. Souček, and it's a poor ball. And it was given away. But Creswell winning that ball back. Souček. Ward-Prowse. Friedel. Friedel to Souček. Souček. It's gone all the way back to Areola. Areola to Zuma. Zuma. Kamada. Alvarez heads it down. Raul de Thomas out to Kufal. Kufal into the area. Oh, it's a corner. Well saved by the goalkeeper. It was on target. Creswell with a corner. We know we can score from corners. Zuma will see it again from behind the goal. Raul de Thomas through to Kufal. And Kamada hits it, drives it at Ederson. And it was a fantastic save. Creswell swings it in. It's Zuma there. Creswell. Zuma! Kufal with the throw in our own half. Ward-Prowse. Zuma finds Friedel. Friedel comes forward. Souček in midfield. Through to Raul de Thomas. Raul de Thomas rolls his defender. He's got Ings through to Raul. And Emerson again. Question of offside, I think. Raul de Thomas turned his man, plays it to Ings, and then he's offside as he runs on for it. Straight at Ederson again. No more highlights. Half-time is here. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target, 0.14, 64% of the possession, though. We've had 7 shots, 3 on target, 0.88, and 36% of the possession. Well, yeah, we haven't let them in so far, but that doesn't mean to say we've got another half to go. A 1-1 draw means that we've missed out on the title, but does mean that Manchester United are not all totally away from us. But to score and win this game would be rather splendid. And with 69 minutes on the clock, we are making 2 changes. Edson Alvarez, he's coming off and he's replaced by Carrera. And we're also taking off Raul de Thomas, not doing much up front, and hoping that Impact sub Gerard Bowen can maybe just snatch a lead. Some more changes coming very shortly, though. And with 76 minutes on the clock, 3 more changes being made. Kufal is off. Ben Johnson replaces him. We've also taken off Dashi Kamada, and Kudos is on for him. And the final change is Thomas Souček has come off, and Ollie Scarles replaces him. Can somebody do the unlikely? Ankanash to Walker. Rafina. And Johnson steps in there, but doesn't manage to get the ball through, and it's gone out wide to Grealish. Grealish into the area, and that man Haaland, he's offside, I think. Or is it Grealish offside? Oh, it's been given, and we've gone a goal behind. That's the end of our season. We held out until the 80th minute, and it's Grealish getting it in. Dockard deflection as well, didn't it? Off of the defender. Johnson. And Haaland doesn't miss those. Questionable. De Bruyne with a free kick. Another goal now will just see us off. Grealish causing all the damage last time out. Haaland, it's gone over the top though. Freeland with a long throw to Kudos. Kudos crosses in. Yes! Danny Ings, his 4th goal of the season on 89 minutes. It's 1-1. Can we rescue this and turn it around? A 2-1 win would be fantastic. Now, Kudos, it's game on. Into the area, puts it away. It is 88 minutes. And highlight from kickoff. Haaland. It's going to go one or two ways, isn't it? Can just tell. Haaland. And that's been won by Creswell, but given away again by Skulls. Bernardo de Silva, and he's Ward-Prowse has beaten it. Skulls gets it forward to Bowen. Bowen's going to get there. He's got fresh legs. Bowen cross it into the area. Oh, and Ings missed the target. Or did he? He may have gone for a corner, actually. I'm not sure. No. And we've got an injury to Ward-Prowse. That's not good news. Potential knee injury as well. He's going to be out for some time. There's nothing we can do. We can't make any changes. Kudos could drop. But if we're going looking, let's leave it. It's all over. We haven't lost to Manchester City. We haven't beaten them either. It's a 1-1 draw. Danny Ings getting us the equaliser after 88. But that injury to Ward-Prowse is going to cause us a problem. And it was pretty even Stevens in the end, apart from the possession. They had 63% of the possession against our 37. But both had 9 shots, both 4 on target. We had a slightly better XG. And, well, we've got a point out of it. And that's the title gone. But we could still overtake Manchester United. That's the good news. First up, bad news. James Ward-Prowse, he's out for 7 to 8 months. That is really, really bad news. That is a huge injury. And we will miss him. We need to replace in the summer for James Ward-Prowse. And that is not good news at all. Feel very, very sorry for him. So here we are. The round of results is complete with 2 games left to play. Apart from the likes of Aston Villa and a few of the others there. There was Tottenham and I think Nottingham Forest still have games in hand. Manchester United beating Bournemouth by 1-0. They are in second place now on 77. We are third on 76. Manchester United almost got there. They are 5 points clear of Manchester United with 6 points available. They need 1 point from their next game in order to retain the Premier League title. Is anybody going to be able to stop them? That is the question. Our target at the moment, as we can't we could still catch them, but we're not going to catch them on goal difference, I don't think. Manchester City need to lose their last 2 games. Seems highly unlikely. But we do want to catch Manchester United. That's what we want to do. And it's going to be tough because we've got Liverpool coming up next. And Liverpool, don't think they've played today, actually. Must have played before, I'm guessing. Did they play before? Or are they playing tomorrow? They're playing tomorrow. They're playing Luton Town. So they've got their game to play, so we don't see how that's come out. But yeah, that's how it's ended. And we'll come back for the next episode, the final 2 games of the season, the Premier League season, that is. And then we'll come back for the FA Cup final after that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Irons in the Fire and our other series, which is currently going out. New series, of course, from the bottom to the top. And it'll keep you up to date with when they are released. New episodes of Irons in the Fire will be released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 21. Final 2 games of the season, Liverpool and Sheffield United. Our target is we must win both games and then we'll see what happens. It's out on Thursday. Till then, bye-bye.